Welcome, apes, to the Ape Assembly. This video is brought to you by Dumb Money. On Twitter, follow us. Join the Ape Assembly at Dumb Money Hold. On Telegram, Dumb Money GME. Nothing on here is financial advice. We are not financial advisors, but we're just trying to help out a fellow ape. Let's go!
Greetings, everyone. This is a video about the crypto market cycle, keeping it simple, the 4-year cycle. So, here we go. Let's have a look at the chart. Bitcoin. What I've got, it's obviously on log, so you can make sense of it. There's linear. It all disappears down here. So log scale, what log scale does, from 0 to 1, occupies the same vertical distance along the y-axis as from 1 to 10, and then from 10 to 100, 100 to 1000. So basically it's a way that you can see the percentage gains given equal importance. Because what you want to know as an investor, if you double your money here, it's given the same graphical representation as if you double it up there. It just lets you make more sense of it. Because on linear, you lose all the resolution down here. So what we've got, I'll put the drawings on. Your 4-year cycle is 3 years up, full, 1 year down. 3 years up, you measure from peak, from trough to trough. 3 years up, 1 down. This one was glorious, 3 up, 1 down, bear market again. 3 up, 1 down, and now we're in the first year of the new cycle. Also shown on this is the halvenings, which is when Bitcoin's emission is halved, basically. The mining rewards are halved. But I mean, whether that's priced in or not, it's all up for debate, but that's just for interest, really. But it does become part of the narrative, like we're approaching the halvening. And normally what you find is price goes up into the halvening, then there's a dip. Here it's going up into the halvening, a dip. This was a bit weird because you had that COVID crash, but still a similar effect. So, are we going to see the same again? But what you need to know is that as far as the levels, everyone played at trying to pick the tops. But as far as the levels go, they're pretty much anyone's guess. I mean, I had drawn this channel, rainbow channel. But so far the levels have been anyone's guess. And the top's going to happen within a certain window. But time-wise, the cycles have been, it's been the best way to actually estimate what's going to happen, because time-wise the cycles have been respected. And everyone will tell you this time it's different, but is it ever? History doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. So, what I'm saying here is that what happened at the last cycle, the top was due in this roundabout here, December, the end of the year, same as December 2017, just when it was due. But I think the last cycle caught a lot of people off guard, because what was expected was this parabolic push up to this level. And I think a lot of people that didn't happen. It was a bit of a scam, a Judas candle they called it, or a scam, a double top. And then the bear market kicked in with all the triggering events. But I think that caught a lot of people off guard, because people were waiting for this up here, you know, over 100k. But if you respected the timing of it, you would have seen, like, okay, this band, okay, but it's not going to be exact. It could have actually gone a bit over. But anyway, and as far as the low goes as well, it was well within the timing band. So now we're in the new cycle. And I mean, whenever it gets low, whenever you go into the lows, people are always calling for lower. It's always lower, lower. They'll always want, oh, when you're down here at 16, 17, people will tell you it's going to 12. They wanted 12. And then we had this action happening, and people remained bearish. It's a bull trap. Now the final bears have been put to rest. But looking at the market cycle, I mean, you've got to get your entry at some point, and this is when, respecting the cycle, the first year of the cycle has been 2023. Now I repeat, nothing on here is financial advice. I can say what's going to happen, but I'd be lying. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Anyone who tells you what's going to happen is a LARP, or they believe they're in BS. But if we can say that history rhymes, that would mean we've got 2 more years of the bull remaining. 2024, 2025. Glorious times indeed. So, advice, not financial advice, but if I was coming in now and I just found out about crypto, I mean, you can look at this and say, I'm late, because it's gone from 16 to 41. But I would say there's still a lot more meat left on the bone. So we're looking at, don't worry about all these circles anyway. 2024, 2025, how high can it go? That's anyone's guess. I mean, these ETFs getting approved could just be massive, because what you've got to remember is that although, like, you could say, look at the size of Bitcoin's market cap, and the fact of a lot of money coming in is going to push the price, but what's crucial is that the available liquid Bitcoin on exchanges is very limited. So money coming in, the price can run up rapidly, and it can run, quote unquote, way too high very quickly. So we're going to keep an eye on it. But I mean, one would expect, if history were to rhyme, that 2024 will be a bullish year, and then sometime towards the end of 2025 you'll get a blow off top. The price accelerates rapidly, much higher than it should, and everyone gets super enthusiastic in the streets and everyone's talking about it. Now that's the time to take your profits. And people, especially if you're new, you will want to take profits when everyone's euphoric. So we're going to keep an eye on it. But I would say, if we have a crazy run-up over the next 6 months, and I mean with an ETF, and for some reason, because anything can happen, if we have price up at 200,000 or whatever, I'd be encouraging people to take profits, because the good possibility is the 4-year cycle, it could still be a 4-year cycle, but possibly left translated, in that it'll go up for 1.5, and then down for the remainder of the cycle. So when we say the 4-year cycle, everyone's looking at that, and that's like the cheat sheet. It's got to happen. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to happen that way. It's what's happened in the past, but it's no guarantee of the future. This is all to say we're all very bullish now, and I'm not sure I've got anything more to add on the 4-year cycle. It's been a good tool, and it was a very useful tool for getting in. But if you're just coming in now and you might be thinking, I'm too late to crypto, well, I would say to you, there's still a lot of potential upside left in it. A hang of a lot. Still got to get past all-time highs, and we remain bullish.